The father sent his daughter into the operating room, but halfway through the surgery, he saw someone carrying a bag out of the room. Shortly after, what was supposed to be a minor operation ended with his daughter being sent straight to the ICU. The man knew something was off. He tried to confront the lead surgeon, but was stopped multiple times. With no other choice, he decided to take the hospital director to court. In response to the lawsuit, the hospital explained the surgery itself was a success. The patient fell into a coma while the anesthesia was still wearing off, which was likely due to her own physical condition. After all, anesthesia side effects are extremely rare, but there is still a 1 in 10,000 chance of it happening. So in this case, they were powerless. Although the plaintiff requested to review the operating room footage, the hospital claimed the recordings had already been deleted, and that they had no obligation to keep them. Just because the footage was gone did not mean there was any cover-up or fraud. In the end, the court dismissed the plaintiff's request. Hearing the verdict, the man lowered his head in silence, but he did not give up. Instead, he set up a tent outside the hospital, hung banners, and demanded justice for his daughter. This scene was noticed by Jack. After learning what had happened, he decided to confront the hospital director himself. Since there was no surveillance footage, he had no choice but to investigate the operating room in person. To sneak in, Jack first put on a white coat, disguising himself as a doctor. Then, just as the door was closing, he slipped inside. But the moment he switched to his recording glasses, the entire operating room was filled with blaring alarms. What was going on? Could it be because of his recording glasses? Yes, that was exactly the case. Mary discovered that the operating room had a camera detector. Realizing this, Jack immediately turned to run, but it was too late. He heard the hospital director's voice right outside the door. At that moment, Jack had nowhere to escape. He thought he was done for, but surprisingly, the director walked in and didn't notice him. To prevent anyone from escaping, she ordered security to guard the door, then stepped into the operating room. Meanwhile, Jack was hiding in a cabinet right beside her. Mary knew that if this continued, Jack would be discovered sooner or later. So, she used her tech skills to disable the hospital's alarm system. Did the alarms break? The director was puzzled, but being naturally suspicious, she decided to open the cabinet and check for herself.